Hello and welcome. Today we're going to discuss bringing your praxis to work. For a lot of heathens, myself included, being a heathen doesn't really stop at the front door of my house or room or whatever. I'm always a heathen, and I generally try to live my life with my spirituality in mind. Pretty much everything I end up doing is somehow or somewhat influenced by me being a heathen. Not like my faith encompasses my entire life and I ponder it constantly, but like a lot of decisions I make, like being a heathen, it's like I try to be more eco-friendly and like, excuse me, anyways, more eco-friendly and like doing other things like that, and just like I feel like that's a pretty common thing though, like for people with their faiths.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyways, lost my place in my notes. I do great when I host. Thank you. Millie, stop. Anyways, as I'm sure I can. So, can you please edit this part?
Oh yeah, sure.
I really appreciate you. As I'm sure you all can imagine or know from experience, being a Norse heathen isn't always welcome everywhere, even if you're extremely discreet about it. So, how do we go about bringing our praxis with us to a place or area that we end up spending a lot of our time when it may not be the most welcome or like the most appropriate place? How do we practice or have our spirituality without completely putting it in a box? Anyways, we'll talk about that. My name's Theo. My pronouns are they, them.
I know it says me next, but I know that Kenna likes going second.
It says you next. You should do.
Okay. My name is Sif. My pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Kenna. My pronouns are also she, her.
I like to switch it up with you guys when I host because I don't want one of you to feel like I like one better than the other.
That's valid. That is a thought
I think
I have
it's
too.
good for us to switch it up. It's also good for us to have it written down because otherwise we just guess.
That's why I wrote it.
Because otherwise me and Kenna would be sitting here like do. Okay, now.
Yeah, it was like
then
immediately when you're like an appropriate amount of time has passed, it's time for me to go. The other person is also like, it's time.
I would like to do an experiment on this to see whether how much time, whether it hits like the same every time, or whether maybe we're like, well, we'll wait a little bit longer, and then the other person also thinks, oh, we'll wait a bit longer, and see how if there's like a pattern. It'd be great.
Stretches
forever.
forever.
Up and coming psych study, Sif. We should do it.
Yep.
The research corner. Let's do science.
Right.
Yeah, the participant pool is 2. N equals 2.
That's definitely not a bias study.
I'll
Anyways.
just disclose that in that section of the paper. It's fine.
There you go. See, it's fine.
It's a small study, but we feel like the results can be expanded over the entire world population.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah, totally. It's a small study. Don't you mean like focus. A micro study?
I mean, we're small in our hearts.
Are we?
As opposed to micro.
Okay.
We have big dreams.
All right.
Okay.
Or small dreams, as it were.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyways, I want to clarify that I'm not saying that you always need to practice if it's not safe for you to do so, or would have extremely unpleasant consequences like job discrimination. Please keep that in mind and go forward with however you see fit. Like, the gods, they will understand if you don't practice at work. It's not a big deal. Like, so I guess, like, I wanted to say that pretty early on, so it's like, I'm not saying you always have to practice.
Yeah.
Like,
no, this is just like, if you want to, here are some things.
Yeah. Or like, our experiences with like being, I feel like we're all pretty open about our spirituality, like at work. Is that true?
Oh yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah. So
I am having to be more or less open
that's fair.
because I know
I mean,
the area that I live in. But
yeah. I mean,
it's
and you're
also
all
Halloween, so I can just pretend it's Halloween decoration if
Yeah.
anybody
Oh,
asks.
blend in.
God damn it! You
Kenna is
reminded me
doing
that
the Homer Bush thing.
you guys have reminded me that it's almost Code Orange time, if not already Code Orange time, and I need to start keeping my eyes out. Code Orange. Do you guys know what Code Orange is?
Nope.
I mean, Halloween
I know
feels
it's
like Halloween.
the history.
Oh no, that's not at all what I mean. I'm
I
talking.
figured.
So Code Orange, I have only witnessed it in gothy communities. It's for people like me who primarily like if you're gonna have a decoration, it's gonna be like spooky themed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's often easier to find that stuff around Halloween, and so Code Orange is when you see Halloween shit drop in the stores.
I see.
So like we all get online and we're like Code Orange motherfuckers at Michael's or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's time. Anyways, gotta redo my drapes. It's time. Anyways, yeah. So that's what Code Orange is. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, definitely Halloween season I find is easier. Also, I buy a lot of my stuff. Oh my god, my niece got the cutest Halloween dress. Anyways, I'm not gonna focus on that right now. I need to get
The point is, Halloween is a good time to buy things.
Yes.
A lot of crows for all you peeps with
It's
Odin.
true.
There are so many crows and ravens. It's fantastic. Skeletons
Also-
everywhere. Hello, hell.
I know about to say, I was like, hello, hell.
Yeah, like
Hi.
exactly. Like so I mean it is easier I find around Halloween time. Or like, okay, we're North Heathens, so like let's just say it. You wanna get an MCU Thor hammer?
Oh, please, absolutely.
Like, I mean, if you really want to be open with your heathenry at work and and by open, I'm sorry, not open. That is the wrong phrasing. If you really want to represent your heathenry in a way that's meaningful to you and like you want to wear a Mjolnir, but it's maybe not the safest for you to do so, or like there could be consequences, get an MCU Thor hammer. I know it's still a Mjolnir. But like in that way when people are like, why are you wearing a hammer? You're like, oh god, I just really love fucking Thor. Like it's such a good movie set. Like
So good.
the thing. So I mean, yeah, there are ways around it. And I guess but we will cover more of that later. I have stuff written down in my notes. But anyways, so we all practice at work. So, Kenna, Sif, does your work have religious protection built into its like guidelines or like stuff?
That's
Yes.
such a good question. So if you
I mean,
should
we're
talk while I
forced to.
Google.
Okay. Well, in the UK, there's the Equality Act.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 2010. It could have been sooner than that. And that is about protecting like disabilities and religious beliefs and sexual orientation. You can't discriminate people based on it. So across the UK, there is. Whether your work tries to legalese the way through it or not is another thing entirely.
Yeah.
I know that, for instance, pagan beliefs are protected, but your work could be like, oh, but heathenry isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it in an ideal world, I'd say yes, my work does, but there isn't anything. A company policy probably does mention religious beliefs,
That sounds right.
but it's whether the government recognizes paganism or heathenry as a religious belief is another thing entirely.
Yeah.
But,
I guess that is the second part of my question that I forgot to put in there. It's does your work have them? And do they actually uphold it? Like, because sorry.
No, carry on.
So I work for a state institution. And they definitely have to uphold it. We have so many unions that are part of our facility, like, and our facility, like, we have a lot of employees. Like, we have about 20,000 employees. So, like, we are extremely diverse.
Mhm.
So, like, they basically have to. However, Millie, please don't touch that. So, like, however, that being said, it is ridiculously hard to write someone up at our facility. So, like, it's like, yeah, we have protections, but also, like, like, for instance, and I'm going to say this, and it does involve extremely conservative beliefs from a place that is not the US, and I will not name the place, but we had one coworker at one point, long ago, this was many years ago, and he was not from the US and very conservative beliefs, and the area he's from, like, it's more the standard, and like the government and like religious entities are pretty entwined. So we had him, and we had a very openly homosexual coworker. Like, he and his husband are delightful, but this gentleman was trying to help the coworker that was not from the US, and the coworker just looked at him and was like, I don't want your help. Where I'm from, you would have been stoned to death, and you deserve to die and go to hell.
Brilliant.
And like, I will say these beliefs were rooted in Christianity, and but this like, both of these coworkers were Christian, and so, like, of course, you know, when someone tells you that they wish you would die and go to hell, like at work, when they're a coworker, you know, he went to HR, and HR was like, oh, we can't, because that would be considered discrimination to write him up.
No.
What?
Yeah, so like stuff like that happens, and like my coworker, like the coworker B, the one who is gay, was like, excuse me, he was discriminating against me. And they were like, yeah, but like, he's more coworker A was like, he's a person of color, like, he's not from the US, English is the second language, and different culture and everything. And it's like, I feel like it needs to be better than like, well, this person has more
Yeah, more check
or like
boxes,
more
whatever.
minority points. And it's like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not saying anyone should be punished for being a minority at all, but like, leave it at home. Leave those beliefs at home, please. Like, I guess that's kind
Yes.
of like, that goes into the point where it's like, you know, if it's gonna cause a problem, don't openly practice at work. Like,
And the tolerance paradox.
yeah, right.
Oh,
So I mean, it's tricky.
like that was, you could like spin that as like not exactly a death threat, but not exactly veiled.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, it wasn't like, he didn't say he wanted to, coworker A didn't say he wanted to kill the other person. He just said, like, if you went to my country, where I'm from, this is what would happen to you.
It's just, this is why I don't work in HR, because I'm just like, wow, the line seems pretty clear to me.
Right. Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such a long time ago, and they seem to have worked past their differences in some fashion.
That's some growth.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay,
So,
Kenna, here we go.
I special because I work in California as a teacher. So while there are California laws governing religious freedom and prohibiting employers from discriminating against applicants or employees because of their religion, I'm also a teacher. of those rules about teachers not presenting their religion as truth in the classroom still apply to me, which is a fun line to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because that rule really only
Ooh.
applies to people who aren't Christian, in my experience.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I have yet to encounter any issue because I haven't seen any kids in my room yet. I also, I know the area that I live in,
Mhm.
and I know that I work at a charter school, which means while it is...
I'm sorry. She's just ripping up
You're
a
doing
box.
so good.
She's like, but I need to rip apart the box. No.
It's very important for this exact moment right here, right now.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Kenna. I'm sorry.
So I live in an area of California that is a little bit of a right-wing bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that from experience, because I worked at the school last year, many of the families who turn to charter schools in general are of very right-leaning opinions. So I do know that I have to be a little more careful about the potential presentation of things that are strictly non-Christian and a little bit witchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having to balance that, which is fun. I do have moon phases in my room, and I can spin that as science. So
Yeah, that is science.
It's totally science.
Yeah, I mean, and I agree with moon phases being science, but like, I think it's also important, like, I wish those rules applied to Christianity more, like, because I can't tell you the number of times, like, I went to school in an extremely small town. There were less than, when I was there were less than 2,500 people. So in Iowa, that generally means that it's all very Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can't even begin to tell you, like, all the teachers were Christian. All of them. And all of them brought up Christianity in their classes. It didn't matter what class it was. Which was ridiculous. Even like the most popular science teacher brought it up constantly. He was also a pastor on the side.
That's fun.
Yeah. He was like, and God, and it's like, and like, he would always make base assumptions, like, oh, we're all Christian in here, and it's like, what? Like,
okay.
Like, no. Anyways.
That's a trap.
Right? It's like, well, you're not gonna, like, in that situation, I was just like, well, I'm not gonna say no. Like, God, I can't even imagine that parent-teacher conference that would probably happen. Oh, wait, I remember we had one openly pagan person in the school, and her parents were also pagan, and it was like, Millie? What? Like, and it was like, it was a thing, and everyone was like, the pagan girl's over there. Kind of thing. Like, it was like, and I was just like sitting there, and I was like, not gonna say ejection to any of you, yeah. So, I mean, and I know it's changed a bit since I was there, but not a lot. Anyways, so, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like religion doesn't really have a place in the classroom, like, being taught to children. Unless it's a religious studies course.
Studies class.
And even then, you're not, like, you're just teaching people about the religion. You're not proselytizing. Like, I would venture to say that, like, unless your work as was as a Gothi or a pastor or whatever, your work has no business proselytizing to people.
It's
like,
it just doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Fact.
I am gonna have an adventure because I'm working with littles. So if they ask me, it's like kindergartners sometimes say things out loud.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to find a way to bullshuck some answers that aren't gonna get me angry emails.
I know when I worked in a psychiatric unit, in the specific unit I worked in, our facility that I worked at had multiple different units that specialized in different mental illness cares. In the unit I worked in, it was a common symptom to have religious ideations. And due to where I lived, most of it was Christian. And like, because these people at that point in time were like, to be admitted, like, you're definitely not mentally well. So like, discussing non-Christian stuff at work was frowned upon, mostly because you don't need anyone flying off the handle because they're upset and suddenly they see you as a demon. Okay. Like, I must emphasize, like, these people were, the unit I worked on had some of the people who were the sickest at that time when they were admitted. So one thing I would say often would be, oh, I don't discuss my faith at work. But, like, I'd be happy to talk to you about yours. Like, kind of thing. I mean, obviously in a school you wouldn't say the second part, but like, it's like, oh honey, I don't talk about my beliefs at work. Or something like that.
Cop out. It's a very good cop out.
I like it. But anyways, yeah. So it can be like, as you can hear, it's like it can be tricky. So I guess, like,
yeah, for sure.
Based on that, like, what does being heathen at work look like for you guys?
I go across a certain line of adhering to my beliefs are personal, whilst also advocating for pagan presence in workplaces and diversity and that sort of thing. It's a bit of a weird line, because I also believe that my attitude to work and the way that I manage people really comes from a place of establishing frith in meetings and all of that. But it also means that I'm quite loud in terms of advocation for, I guess, protecting others and all of that. So I have that. Everyone knows that I am pagan of some sort. I'm not. I don't hide any of that. And obviously, we had the summer solstice table set up over a few days. But I guess many people don't actually know what flavor of pagan I am. I think for the general populace, there is no understanding of the different types.
No, that makes sense.
You know, they think that all pagans are the same.
Oh God!
We all believe the same things. It's weird, witchy stuff. It happens in a forest. They're nude. I guess it's the sort of mindset.
Okay, I like wearing clothing when I do stuff.
Yeah, skyclad is not a look for me personally.
I'm not shaming anyone who likes to do things. Oh, that is what it's called. Like, I'm not shaming anyone who likes to be skyclad for their rituals, but it is not for me. I don't care if I'm at a ritual where everyone else is skyclad. That has been a thing before, which is fine. Like, if we're in a space where that's acceptable and you all want to be nude, that's fine. I'm probably still going to be wearing my clothes. That's a personal thing.
I mean, if the weather's like it is now, I may be going skyclad.
That's valid.
I need a breeze.
So Heathen at work does not look like skyclad.
All right.
Just
no. Unless you have a very special job. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Back on tangent. I wear devotional jewelry.
Yes.
I wear shirts that I have worn a Heathen Wyrdos shirt. Everyone knows I do this podcast. Everyone knows various events that I'm going to. Yeah, but I guess they don't know what I particularly believe in. And I'm going to just quickly hop into the next point as well, in that I have had interactions with co-workers, some positive, some neutral, some negative. The positive ones are obviously fine. There's a lot of the people that I automatically respect anyway. They respect my beliefs, and that could be, Christians or atheists or anyone in between. Negative, it tends to be, I guess, just coming at it from like a bad faith angle. Like, also you worship Thor. Yep. The Marvel Thor. No, not the Marvel Thor. Like, oh, like the mythology Thor. You worship like myth gods. Like, yeah, in a way. I don't really see them as myths because they're real to me. But
Yeah.
and just that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the whole, people know I'm
Maybe we
pagan
start
at
calling the
work.
Bible Christian mythology.
I do that anyway.
I do
I'm really
too.
bad. I really am. It's
I don't have an
yeah.
issue with Christianity like as a religion, but where I live, a lot of the followers of Christianity, or like a lot of the people in Christianity are intolerant assholes with their religion.
Yeah. That's not a function of the religion, it just
No, it's not. Like,
people are existing with both of those boxes checked.
Oh yeah. It's like a.
I mean,
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, it's kind of built into the belief system there, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
idea of, obviously, with paganism, there is no incentive for us to proselytize.
Yeah.
We
this
don't
is a
believe.
total tangent. I don't think the Bible actually says anything about proselytizing. I think that's a function of modern organized religion.
Yeah. It's the idea that they believe fundamentally that if you don't believe in God, then you're going to hell.
Yeah.
So therefore, they have to tell you about God so that they think they're saving you. Whereas there is no element of that in a lot of, if all, pagan beliefs. We believe that, all of us are probably going to go to hell unless you die in battle potentially, or whatever little small tangent thing happens. There is no reward, as it were.
Hell with one L, not two L's. It's a very different place.
Yes.
Like
yes, there are many things happening here.
Yeah, it was like it's pleasant and sunny, and there are animals there.
It's cute.
It's as varied as Earth is.
Yeah. Anywho. Yeah.
That was another tangent, I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. That's fine. So for me, at work, I mostly wear devotional jewelry and sometimes do like small devotional acts, like if I can order groceries and like it's a devotional act to like Andy, like that's fine. Like small stuff like that. I have had interactions with coworkers. I've never had someone like get really upset about it. Like one person did kind of like, okay, and so this will tell you guys, this will tell you guys a little bit more about me as a person. So I have one coworker who has like a 14x20 print of Jesus hanging on her wall with like a light over the top of it.
Oh,
like,
dear.
those like art lights, the focal lights.
Yeah.
So she has that hanging on her office wall, which I don't care. Like, that's fine. Have your Jesus. But like, if you get to have your Jesus like that, I get to have my things in we all have private offices. Like, then I get to have my office be how I want it to be. And she didn't directly say things, but she started like mentioning things, and I eventually just got like a Baphomet mug. Like it's a big mug too. Like it doesn't have like visible like nipples. It's not lewd by any means. It's like work appropriate Baphomet. And I just put it on my desk, and that's my mug I use at work. And she like came in like after I did that, she came in like say something to me, like, and like we've moved past, we have a very pleasant relationship at work, but like she saw that, and just like as she was about to start making her like religious comments, she like stopped and left.
Proud of her.
Right, I'm just like,
she left.
Right, just like like I don't know, I don't like to immediately jump into confrontation at work, like, and like it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'd been like, hey, like I don't want to talk about this and stuff, and like when She like just didn't get the hint. I was like, fine, Baphomet cup. Like, fight you with no words.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah.
A little bit, just enough.
It got the message across. I am fine with passive aggressive as long as it for me personally, it's in self-defense and it like delivers the message extremely clearly.
Oh no, I love it.
And ends the confrontation.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you can have your Jesus, I can have my Baphomet cup and my Norse heathen stuff in here. And by that I mean,
It'll be great. Look at us coexisting.
right? Just like, it's fine. I don't care. Like, do your thing. But yeah. The only other interactions, like, because like if someone asks, I'll tell them. And like my supervisor thinks that like it's just like a different form of Christianity. I love her.
One way you don't worship God.
I love her. She's such a nice person, and she just hasn't studied things like we have. But like, I'm not gonna fault her for that. I was just like, no, but okay. But okay.
It's adorable, actually. Just take it.
Yeah, right? I'm like, it's fine. We don't talk about it.
All right.
Yeah.
All religions are other flavors of Christianity.
Yep, totally. Definitely how that works.
There is only one religion.
It's fine. I mean, I'm also, you guys know I'm big on devotional jewelry and things.
Yes.
If
I still think about your hotboxing the jewelry comment
I mean, it's correct.
with incense.
Not wrong. I'm just obnoxious.
No, it's
So
that. Yeah, carry on. I'm just gonna keep interrupting you. It's fine.
if any of my lovely listener friends have listened to my Monty episode, you guys probably know that I got into teaching and stuff because of Monty, bastard. So my moon phases, while they are legally science and are just cute decor, they're kind of a nod to Monty. One of them, I'm working with children, like kinder to 5th grade. So naturally, I need a corner full of stuffed animals, clearly.
That just happened to have an 8-legged horse.
Hey, man.
Wish. God, that would be so funny. I bought a little, like, sitting pillow. It's, like, totally a pillow that you just sit on the floor. It's round. It's adorable. It has the moon phases on it. It's 100% a Halloween decoration. It's going to live in my office forever because the specific shade of blue that it is matches the blue accent wall in my office, and it's perfect, and it's going to live in the corner forever. Bonnie gets the cool down corner with all the stuffed animals.
Put as many as you can possibly can that have nods to the mythology.
I am all about that. I love that. I need to get
at least
crow.
3 different dogs.
There you go.
Yep. 2 crows or ravens, whatever.
So, mix it
An
in
8-legged horse.
I'm helping.
A half-dead dog. A big snake.
Perfect. Oh, I should have a
And
snake.
then like a really big wolf. A really big one. And you're like, that's just a really big wolf.
A large wolf.
And then and then you keep going.
Oh no. I'm putting links in the chat. Here you go.
Oh my lord. For stuffies.
Oh.
Fantastic.
2 ravens.
Yeah. The link I just put in has 2 ravens, the 8-legged horse, and a wolf.
Stick.
Well, see, now you need it. Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I
Okay.
can convince my school to buy these for me.
Oh, wait. I have a better one. Maybe.
Can I afford this now?
Excuse me.
I'm gonna
It's a
see.
bigger one. This one has 2 ravens, it has 2 wolves, it has Ratatosker, it has Fenrir, it has Sleipnir, and it has the Snaky Boy.
How
It's
did
also out
I
of stock.
forget the squirrel?
I don't know.
No!
Adorable.
Oh,
I'm
dear, I
happy
need
to
that.
bring this pain into your life.
Oh, it's so cute.
Not all
I mean,
right.
now that I'm thinking about it, I think I get a lot more flexibility with subtle nods to my heathenry at work.
Here you go.
You
Happy
do.
to help.
To put things places.
Okay, I need you to understand that I know it's another point down below about the altar space, but a work specifically set up a rule so that I can do something, and that rule is a clean desk policy.
Oh.
And they set that up after, let's just say, what many would consider a shrine to Captain Marvel was erected around my desk.
Wyrdos Sif. It wasn't even religious, it was just Captain Marvel.
Does it matter?
I cannot overestimate how much it was spreading and how it was basically infecting the entire place around my desk. And they said it was due to COVID, but let's be real, they did point me out as a person of, Sif, you can't. There's a lot of stuff on it. There was a lot of stuff. At one point, I had a mural made of a cardboard box, and that was next to the wall next to me. All of the pop vinyl figures, all of the cardboard standees. I didn't go. I got. Okay, I am such a nerd. I got a full cardboard stand of Captain Marvel, and it came with a little mini version. I also had that on my desk.
Okay, so what we're learning here today is that if you're gonna have a desk altar, don't do it like Sif and make there be a rule.
Yeah, I can't have. So now altars are off the table. What I have, they are literally off the table. But what I am doing is slowly sneaking in things to see how far I can get away with it, and also using the wall behind me, which isn't my desk; it's the wall. And I drew a little furry creature, and I've called him Greg, and he's now blue tacked to the wall. So no one's commented on that yet. We've got little pride flags everywhere. No one's commented on that. I'm just seeing how far we can go with this.
I'm glad that you're.
I mean,
I may be able to have a proper altar.
With my very large desk, and behind me I have a little shelf. The shelf is my coffee pot, so that shelf belongs to Kafina.
Yes.
God fucking bless her for getting me through this year. She's gonna receive a lot of things. It's hiding behind me, which is wonderful. Works out really well for me. But I mean, my altar space at home is chaotic and all over the place. So anything that I bring into the office is gonna be chaotic and all over the place.
So yeah. And I guess if we're doing, I'm just gonna have us officially skip to the religious representation at work, that your options. So yeah, you could do altars and stuff, but if you want some more discreet, or if you have a clean desk policy, I assume they still let you have things like water bottles. Put a sticker altar on your water bottle.
Oh, that's actually a great idea, because then every time you pour anything out of that bottle.
Yeah.
Sticker altars.
And also, if you're doing devotional acts by keeping yourself fucking hydrated, please drink water.
Hydration is key.
Yeah, you can also, and especially because stickers are cheap normally, put it on your water bottle, put it on a notebook, or you could put stuff on your wallet,
devotional mouse pads.
Look at that. I'm pretty sure I've done some I'm pretty sure I have formatted the desk. There are desk pads on Redbubble. I'm pretty sure I've put some stuff on our Redbubble, but I'm sure other people have as well. Necklaces and jewelry, devotional jewelry, and this is a good time to point out that a piece of devotional jewelry doesn't have to be a depiction of a deity or a rune. It can just be something like a rose necklace for Freya, or something like that. It doesn't have to scream Norse pagan, like, you can be real discreet with this stuff. Like, especially, and like, that also goes to like the sticker altar. Like, just if you can't find a sticker altar of a deity or something, just find a sticker that you feel represents them. Like, squirrel sticker for Ratatoskr, or like maybe a fox or a spider sticker for Loki, or a rose sticker for Freya, or an apple for Idun, etc. Like, you can just be like, I just fucking love stickers. Like,
I really love a sticker. They're my favorite.
Yeah, so like, that's what I mean, where it's like, just put stickers on shit that you are allowed to put stickers on.
Yes, don't sticker things that you're not allowed to put stickers on.
Yes.
Drawer. If you have a desk that involves a drawer, that's a great place to put things.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's not my table. Yes.
We have already covered a regular altar at work, if it's allowed. Sif. I'm gonna laugh at that.
Mm-hmm. I put some pictures in chat just to give you a kind of idea.
Get it unallowed. Keep your altar reasonable so you don't get it unallowed.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's so much.
That's absurd.
Okay. I love you, Sif, and I understand why they did that.
Yes.
I put eyebrows on
You did. You put so many eyebrows on them.
Oh, it was so good. I miss it. Like, and also I had my little chicken there as well that I could make noise with.
Little chicken. Of course you did.
Theo, I'm skipping to your last idea. Sticky note altar.
Oh yeah.
Deities and symbols have sticky notes or scraps of paper.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, like it does not have to be fancy.
No. If candles are allowed, some places allow a little candle or two. Scented candles that you light in dedication to deities. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Where I work, that is definitely not allowed. So
Bad.
a couple of things I have done. I don't own any so an idea. You could buy little LED candles. Like, because that's not actual fire. Like, even where I work, even if you remove the wick from a candle, it's not allowed.
The wax can simultaneously ignite. And...
so it's not allowed. I know, because someone tried to do that and got in serious trouble less than a year ago. But another thing I've done is hold up a good old Discord page, and in my own personal like server that I'm only I'm in, found a GIF of a candle, put it on screen.
No.
Yeah, and when it was like candle out, I just deleted it. Like, so I mean,
it works.
Or like, yeah, there are options like that don't affect other coworkers at all, like, and are also fire safe, because remember, rule number 1 of heathenry is fire safety.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
You could bring little popsicles in. Bringing up the popsicles because I love them. Popsicle sticks.
Popsicle sticks.
Make yourself a little deity, like a god pole, tiny baby god pole out of a popsicle stick with a pen.
Godsicle stick.
Yeah, godsicle stick. Well,
oh no.
Well, I mean, you can stick that in a desk drawer. It won't bother people. It shouldn't bother people. But arts and crafts, paganry 101. Anyways, so yeah, like, I mean, you could also do like the standard like little baby Altoids tin, or I've seen people put a travel altar in a pocket, like an emptied out pocket watch shell. Like, you have
genius ideas.
Yeah.
You know those boxes that look like books?
Yeah.
You open it in the box. Those are great because it looks like books.
Right.
Look at all my books that I've got on my desk. It's
really
fine.
Thick books. Don't ask questions.
I'm well read. I'm a writer. This is fine.
But exactly, where it's like, it doesn't have to scream Norse heathenry. You have options all the way from like having an actual altar. Just gonna laugh at that Captain Marvel shrine forever. having an actual altar too, just not doing anything at work, that's fine. Like, if you literally can't or it would put your job in jeopardy, don't do it. The gods don't want you to lose your job because you're a Norse heathen. Like, should you just take discrimination? Not necessarily, but like...
Also no.
Also have to understand that, like, there's a lot of nuance to that, and like, it's really complicated, and sometimes you just need a job to pay your motherfucking bills. Like, and that's it. Like, and I get that.
No shame in... So, we skipped over the rituals with many question marks, but of course, not required. You don't have to do rituals at work. Want to. If it's a thing that you're going to do. If you need to, you can hide while you do them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my office has a closet, a door that I can close. So if I really need to do a thing, I will just go hide in the closet for 5 minutes.
I'm proud that your broom closet is real. But yeah, like...
It's so good. It's so large.
It's got to fit all of your faith in there.
Yes. My closet's so big, it's full of faith.
Love you. So anyways, yeah, like, but rituals can be a really big part of being a pagan in general. But, like, yet again, don't have to do it at work. Not suggesting you do a full-on ritual at work or anything. I have. But I was all by myself. I have a private office. And, like, it was when I was working evening shift. So, like, there was no one else there. Just brought in, like, little, like, 2-ounce containers. I filled one with my water bottle and the other had some oats in it. And I did, like, a little Giphy candle while I was in the group ritual. Like, all on my break. Like, it was not a long ritual. But, like, so it's like, yeah, like, you can have work-appropriate stuff. Like, if, like, because, you know, when you're on break, it's your time. Like, and if you're not going to face serious repercussions, like, like, if you choose to do it, there are ways to do it. But yeah. Or you can go in a closet like Kenna does.
In the closet.
Closets are valid.
Oh, they are valid.
Little baby squirrel.
Squirreled. I'll stop distracting people now.
Have you ever done a ritual, a pagan ritual at work, or have you only done Captain Marvel work?
I don't think I've ever done a proper... I've had moments of just quiet contemplation, just practicing, like meditation. I don't think I've done a full-on ritual, just because my office is really open. There is no space to do a ritual, and if there is, we're playing D&D in that space. So, it's something I would like to do eventually. It's on my how many like rules can I erode away gradually, and yeah, eventually I'll just have a full ritual set up on my desk, and there we go. That's the time to do it. I'm all about giving reasons for my work, creating new rules. That's basically my actual job.
I love you, Sif.
How many rules can I slowly erode away, /break, / make them realize they haven't got a rule for it? That's my job.
Reforming the rules. Whether or not it's beneficial to you or not, time will tell.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you.
No. This is my life's work.
God, how are you guys both not Lokian? In some fashion. Like, just like...
I am...
You worship whomever you want, but Jesus. Well, okay, that didn't come out right.
The goblinry is strong between the two of us.
Only the two of you?
The three of us.
Everyone.
The all of us.
The goblinry is strong here. I can relate to that, though. I, too, like to push the boundaries at work where I'm like, I'm going to do this. And if they figure out that they need a rule for this, fuck.
Well, you're welcome. I exposed a weak point. You're welcome. I'm helping.
That is exactly it. If anyone's played the game Hades, I'm basically the kind of, my job is Zagreus at work to, go through, see what I can, like the weak points, come out the other end, go into Earth and try and find my mom, and then come back and do it again.
Yes.
Fact.
The TLDR of this
My workplace
episode
is hell.
is just becoming push the boundaries, but only a little bit. If they make rules, they make rules.
Or
Yeah.
Bad influences.
don't get yourselves fired on our behalf, please.
So the other things that I do, because I'm also witchy and shit and very, very animistic.
Mhm.
So I work with kiddaroos who have learning disabilities, autism, ADHD, a whole range of things that require a little bit of extra academic support.
Mhm.
I know that some of them are reactive, so if they're asked to do things or work that they don't want to do, they might get a little bothered
Mhm.
about it. So one of the things that I am trying to do is make my space as calm and chill as possible. So I'm bringing in purifying plants. I have a Himalayan salt lamp.
Mhm.
I have all of the little like witchy mindfulness things in mind while I'm decorating. I'm going to use a lot of sunflowers. My walls are yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So everything is going to be these very chill, like foresty, calm green colors.
Mhm.
Complement the blue and yellow that I have going on. And I'm just going to hope
Amazing.
that spreads and keeps our vibes chill.
Hopefully.
I'm really
Sounds
hoping for the
amazing.
salt lamp. Really need it to like level them out.
Fair. Fair. But yeah,
I'm so excited. The little goblins.
goblins are great.
They're gonna be an adventure.
Yeah, they will. It'll be great. You'll have fun.
It will be so great.
All right. Well, Kenna, would you like to do a recap?
Recap is don't get fired.
Too late.
Fire safety.
Don't be like Sif and make your job make rules because your altar's got too big.
It's not even an altar, it's a
Yep.
shrine.
It was destroyed.
I mean, okay. Don't practice at work if it's not safe. Fine if you
Yep.
genuinely can't, or don't want to, or just don't feel like it. It's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Live life how you want to.
Mm-hmm. I would like to point out that, like, the idea that you can bring some deities into being, like, Caffeina, like a found deity.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Sif could make Captain Marvel a found deity all on her own with all of her shrines.
Hell yeah. I become a different sort of
Just
pagan.
like, ah! Anyways,
Oh,
yes.
yes. Don't try and tempt me because
I feel like it's already
Well-
there.
it is already there. I just really like Captain Marvel, okay? I know that she gets flack, but I've been a fan for a very long time, and I was hyped about the movie, and I wanted to support the movie, so I bought a lot of merchandise
Made a shrine.
and tattooed
Oh.
on my arm. I made a shrine.
Are you sure you don't already have Praxis
And-
with Captain Marvel?
Apparently.
I'm not judging you.
Incredible, truly.
Thing is, we're now going into sequel
Oh,
time,
yeah.
so you think I have a facade of, with it. The closer we get to the sequel, I'm just going to become partially rabid. And then you could, and then I'll recover again,
I was
and
not,
then.
ex-
But
I
there
was
will
not
be a
expecting
time.
you to say rabid. All right. Well, before we go on a Captain Marvel tangent any further than we have, which is fine, maybe we'll let Seth do a Captain Marvel episode.
How would I tie that
It's up
into
to you to
heathenry?
decide.
Oh, that'd be easy.
See, look, you already did it. You're fine. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. If you made it this far, awesome. A few things. We have a Discord server. It is free to join. Please, we would love to see people. Well, we have people there. It's really fun. We like to chat.
It's just us.
It's not just us. It's got a few hundred people, a couple hundred people. I don't know.
Like that.
Yeah, I think we're getting sort of close to 300.
It's
Like
fun.
halfway
50.
there.
Yeah. So
Like
like,
50.
it's fun. We like to chill, hang out, and chat. Get to see.
And share all your great ideas about how you're going to bring your praxis to work if you want to.
There you
It'd
go.
be great.
Yeah, also on that note, if any of you have any things you do at work for your praxis, please feel free to comment below. That would be awesome. I'd love to read it. We have a Redbubble. We have some new merch up on it. If anyone's been here for a while, we have some squirrely boys, and we have some Odins in a trench coat. It's kind of fun. We also have Damn You Snorri. Way too much fun doing
Damn
that
You
one.
Snorri is so good.
It is. But yeah, so all that, we have a Patreon. If you are able and would like to support us, that would be fantastic. We love it. We have special stuff like monthly private Sif art drops. We have a special section in our server. We have polls for content and other things like that. I think that's everything.
Yes.
And with
If you're listening to this, then the unedited version of the Hearth Courts would have been released to everyone, and that's just a little glimpse into the chaos that we get to when we're not recording. Well, we are recording,
what?
but not talking about, just words. I've got a cold head. My brain isn't.
We're
fully here.
recording right now?
What?
All right, thank you. But yes, I think that's everything. That seems right. Oh,
I think so. I think you got it. Something, weave a connection.
Yeah.
Can I do a little
yes, you
shout
can do a
out
shout out.
to Arwen, who has been diligently listening to every single episode we've done, and I would like to say thank you.
Aw,
That's nice.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Well, don't forget to weave a connection between the like, subscribe, and bell button. Put your little comment below about your praxis at work. That'd be great. I'd really love to read it. I'm sure the other two would as well. I'm going to speak for them though. But yeah, and
Yes.
and remember, keep heathenry weird. Woo, we did
Make a
it!
workplace weird. Make a shrine
Yeah.
to a superhero. Real life.
Right.
Do it.
Until
Live
your
your
office
life.
tells you not to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Make new rules.
Sounds fun.
Break the
Be the
rules.
reason.
Make them make new ones. Push the boundaries.
That I want that on a shirt.
Break the rules. Make
If
new
there are-
ones.
Make them make new ones. I don't know. We'll debate the wording.
I will leave it in your very
At a future
capable
date.
hands, and whenever you're finished, I will put it in the Redbubble.
It'd be like, if
Fantastic.
there's not a rule, make them make one. I don't
Break
know.
the rules until they make new ones, then break those.
Yep. And make them create rules. It'd be a long shirt.
We'll find
you know,
something
only
more.
available
It's just a
Dress
whole essay. No,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it
just
should
like-
just be an
It's
essay
like
on
a
a
Star
shirt.
Wars intro.
Break
Yeah.
the rules, or like push boundaries, like break the rules until they make new ones, and then do it again,
And then break those and keep going.
and then until
yeah.
you get fired.
Who are you people?
You talking about us?
Please don't get fired.
We are Heathen
I don't want to get
Wyrdos.
fired. Anyways, we should end the recording now.
Someone should get the bears out.
I think Sif has to do it.
Oh, okay. 1 second. This is staying in. Oh wait. We can all do it. Select like collectively. We can all press stop recording at the same time like this.